Line story, or one of our top line stories, of course, housing. Joining us now from the Sprott Alt Talk on global real estate investing in downtown Toronto is Dori Segal. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Gazit Globe. And he's also the Chairman of First Capital Realty. Dori, always good to be able to speak with you and get your views. And I want to learn more about what's going on in real estate worldwide, but I first want to get your thoughts on what's going on here in Ontario with the government's 16-point plan. What's your reaction?
Well, first of all, I'm very happy that the government decided to announce the new policy in one of First Capital properties, so we are very happy to host them. As far as the plan is concerned, I think the plan on first look, and obviously we didn't have such a long time to study it, it looks measured. And one of the things that I do like about the plan from a developer perspective, excuse me, I think the tax on foreigner may have a little bit more planning value than people might think. My biggest criticism on the condo market in Toronto and other cities in North America is that it was a lot of investor market, people who are buying condos that are never going to live in those condos or apartments, which I think has some planning impact on the way those buildings are being planned. When you plan a building for people who are going to actually live there and you're selling to the end consumer, I think it's a bit of a different touch than when you're selling to investors. So I've seen, on balance, a bit more positive than negative in the plan, in the proposed plan.
Many people would say, though, that the amount of foreigners in our market isn't actually that large. So will it actually have any kind of impact in terms of cooling the housing market and becoming a little bit more affordable for more people?
Look, again, I am not a condo expert or a housing expert. That was my first impression. I think that generally speaking, the market forces are stronger than any government intervention, particularly short term. But any measures that I think are more of balancing measures, I think are positive.
Let's look outside then the Ontario borders and see what's going on globally in real estate. Where are you finding opportunities, and how great are these opportunities? What's going on in the real estate market outside of our borders?
Well, Gazit really today is in different geographies. We're in North America, we are in Northern Europe and Central Europe, we're in Brazil, and we're in Tel Aviv. Obviously, we're very excited about what we're doing in Brazil today. To us, this is a great, from a geography perspective, it is a great opportunity. It's a supply-constrained market, which is somewhat in a strong recession, which allows us to put capital to work in the kind of assets that we find it very rare to buy elsewhere in the world in this kind of prices. So we're very excited about Brazil.
Dori,
we're also very excited about the businesses in...
Let me just ask you a little bit more about Brazil then, because I think that some people have moved away, of course, from even thinking about Brazil, but you're essentially saying that you're getting good prices. What types of assets are you buying, and what's the kind of discount, the valuations that you're able to get?
So Gazit is a global owner, developer, and operator of retail urban properties, or predominantly retail properties, including mixed use. And those are exactly the type of assets we're not only buying in Brazil, but also developing or buying older assets, which is one of our biggest expertise, and redeveloping and repositioning them into what we call new modern retail and mixed use assets. So I would say that in a market like Brazil today, our ability to put capital to work and execute our strategy is somewhat easier than in other places, given the recessionary environment that exists there.
Dori, outside of Brazil, I'm sorry I interrupted, but I was so curious. Where else is looking interesting for you and your team?
We continue to grow our business in Northern Europe. We're just finishing developing the largest shopping center in the company of over 1 million feet in the city of Helsinki. We're very excited about cities like Stockholm, New York, San Francisco, LA, South Florida, Warsaw, Tel Aviv, and as I said, São Paulo.
It sounds as though there's a lot of opportunities there. Is there a lot of interest? Is there a lot of investor interest to put money to work?
Yes, I would say that real estate right now enjoys definitely a strong bid on behalf of investors. I think what I like about our business, we're in a niche. We don't buy finished products, so we don't buy properties that are typical investment, fully leased, fully valued assets that are more of an income vehicles, but rather a situation where you can buy what I call good real estate or good dirt, which needs a lot of either repositioning or redevelopment or a lot of TLC over time to create things that don't exist on the property at this point. So this is, I think, more of a real estate opportunity than a geography or market call.
Very interesting. Dori, always great to speak with you. Thank you. I wish we had more time.
Thank you.
Thank you.